Hello friends, in this video we are going to solve a cost sheet problem with a detailed cost sheet format. Detailed cost sheet format means it is a format with a stock adjustment. Stock adjustments means opening and closing stock balances of raw material, work in progress and finished goods. So let's see the first problem. This is the problem that we have to solve. The problem is from the books of Messrs Perfect Enterprises, the following details have been extracted for the year ending March 31st, 2020. The details are given as raw material opening, closing, work in progress opening, closing, finished goods opening and closing balance, then material purchased during the year, direct wages paid, indirect wages and so on. All this information is given, and at the end they said the manager's time is shared between the factory and the office in the ratio of 20/80. Okay, this is the adjustment of manager's salary. Okay, and they ask for, from the above details you are required to prepare a cost sheet to show prime cost, factory cost, cost of production, total cost and profit. So this is the problem, but before to start the solution we will see the format of detailed cost sheet. Yes, this is the format of detailed cost sheet. In previous video we have seen the problem on simple cost sheet format. If you have not seen that video, the link of that video is given in the description of this video. Now see detailed cost sheet format. Detailed cost sheet format is opening stock of raw material. In that we have to add purchase of raw material, then add purchase expenses, then we have to deduct closing stock of raw material, then we will get cost of material consumed. This is cost of material consumed, but in the simple cost sheet we use here direct material. In detailed cost sheet, instead of direct material we have to find out cost of material consumed in this way. Okay, then we have to add direct wages, then direct expenses, then we will get prime cost. After getting prime cost we have to add all factory overheads. After adding factory overheads we have to add opening stock of work in progress, and from that we have to deduct closing stock of work in progress. Then we will get works cost or factory cost. In the works cost we have to add office overheads. After adding office overheads we will get cost of production. In that cost of production we have to add opening stock of finished goods, then we have to deduct closing stock of finished good, then we will get cost of goods sold. Okay, and then we have to add selling and distribution overheads. After adding selling and distribution overheads we will get total cost, and then the total cost and sales we have to compare it and find out whether there is a profit or loss. Now we have these heads of cost which we use in the cost sheet format. What we will do, we classify all items given in the problem in these heads. The heads we have given the initial, that is for direct material we use DM, for direct wages DW, for direct expenses DE, factory overheads FO, office overheads OO and selling and distribution overheads SDO. Let's look in the problem. We have to classify all these items in the given heads which we have seen in the format. So let's begin. Raw material opening balance, that we have to write in direct material. Then closing balance again in direct material. Work in progress opening balance, that we have to write in factory overheads. Then closing in same factory overheads. Then finished goods office overheads, closing office overheads. Next material purchase during the year, that is we have to write in direct material. Then direct wages paid, it's our direct wages. Then indirect wages, it's our factory overheads. Next, salaries to administrative staff, office overheads. Then freight. Freight they have given two, inward and outward. Freight inward we have to add in direct material as a purchase expenses. Then freight outward in selling and distribution overheads. Next is sales, that we have to write at the end of the cost sheet. Then cash discount allowed is the financial nature item, so in the cost sheet we don't have to consider it. Next is bad debts written off, that we have to write in selling and distribution overheads. Then repairs of plant and machinery, factory overheads. Then rent, rates and taxes, they have given two, factory and office, factory overheads and office overheads. Then traveling expenses, selling and distribution overheads. Then salesman salaries, selling and distribution overheads. Depreciation on plant and machinery, factory overheads. Then depreciation on furniture, office overheads. Directors fees, office overheads. Electricity charges, they have given clearly factory, so factory overheads. Then fuel for boiler is related with the factory, so factory overhead. Then general charges, office overheads, and manager salary. For manager salary they have given the adjustment. The adjustment is manager's time is shared between the factory and the office in the ratio of 20:80, means the manager's salary we have to write in both factory and overheads. So we have classified all these items in the given heads of cost sheet. Okay, now we will go or move to the solution of cost sheet. At the beginning we have to write the name of the company in the books of Messrs Perfect Enterprises. Then the heading cost sheet, or you can write as a statement of cost. Then next, for which period you are going to prepare the cost sheet, as for the year ended 31st March 2020. And then we have to draw the format in this way. The format in particulars, amount rupees inner column and amount rupees outer column. Now as per the format, first we have to calculate cost of material consumed. In that, first we have to write opening stock of raw material. So in the problem we have to find out opening stock of raw material, that is the first item, raw material opening, which is given 1,88,000. We will take opening stock of raw material inner column 1,88,000, and then as per the format we have to add purchases of material. The purchases of material is given here. Material purchased during the year 8,32,000. Let's take in the solution, add purchases 8,32,000. Then as per the format, next item is add purchase expenses. In the problem the purchase expenses is given as a freight inward or carriage inward. These are the purchase expenses. So freight inward we have to add as a purchase expenses later on, freight inwards rupees 32,000. And next we have to less closing stock of raw material. In the problem the closing stock of raw material is given 2 lakh rupees. Let's take, we have to deduct here closing stock from this total. So first we will, the total of these three items, the total is 10,52,000, and from this amount we deduct closing stock of raw material. The amount is 2 lakh. Whatever the calculation we will get, that we will write here at outer column, and that is our cost of material consumed. The amount is 8,52,000. In this cost of material consumed we have to add direct wages. In the problem we will see the direct wages paid here is given 2,38,400. Let's take direct wages 2,38,400, and then we have to take direct expenses. but we will see, is there any direct expenses given? No, I think there are no any item of direct expenses, so we will skip this step here. We will not going to add direct expenses as it is not given in the problem, so we will total here, and that total we will call as prime cost, and the amount is 10,90,400. In the prime cost we will add factory overheads. Now from the problem, all those items which we have write as a factory overheads we have to take one by one. So first factory overheads, as here it is given as work in progress opening and closing, but this adjustment of work in progress opening and closing balances we have to make at the end of writing of all factory overheads. So after that we have to, the factory overhead is indirect wages. So in the solution we will take first indirect wages, the amount is 16,000. The next item of factory overheads is repairs of plant and machinery, 42,400. So let's take repairs of plant and machinery, 42,400. Next item of factory overheads is rent, rates and taxes, factory, 12,500. So let's take factory rent, rates and taxes, 12,500. The next item of factory overhead is depreciation on plant and machinery, 28,900. Let's take depreciation on plant and machinery, 28,900. Let's see next item, which is electricity charges for factory, 48,000. Electricity charges 48,000. The next item is of factory overheads is fuel for boiler, which is 64,000. Let's take fuel, 64,000. Next item of factory overheads is manager salary. Manager salary is given 48,000, but we have to divide this 48,000 into 20% and 80%. 20% will go for factory overhead and 80% will go for office overhead. So 48,000's 20% is 9,600. So let's take manager salary, 9,600. I think all item of factory overheads are finished. We will total here and we add and deduct the opening stock of work in progress and closing stock of work in progress in the problem. So we will make total here and write at the inner column only, because we have to make that adjustment of stock. The total is 2,21,400. In this total we will add opening stock of work in progress, which is amount rupees 2,12,000. Let's take 2,12,000. We will add it. The total is 4,33,400, and from this we will deduct closing stock of work in progress, which is given 2,48,000. So let's take 2,48,000 and we will deduct it and write at the outer column 1,85,400. This 1,85,400 we will add in prime cost, means in 10,90,400. Then we will get factory cost. The amount is 12,75,800. So here our page is finished. We will start on new page. We will draw the same format on new page and we will carry the last head, that is factory cost, 12,75,800. In the factory cost we have to add administrative overheads, or we can say here office overheads also. So in the problem we will find out all the office overheads items. The first items are given regarding opening and closing balance of finished goods. This adjustment we have to make at the end, so we will skip here now And let's take another next item of office overhead, that is salaries to administrative staff, which is given 40,000. Let's take salaries to administrative staff 40,000. Let's see the next item of office overheads, which is rent rates and taxes for office 6,400. Let's take office rent rates and taxes 6,400. Next item of office overhead, here depreciation on furniture 2,400. Let's take depreciation of furniture 2,400. Next item, directors fees 24,000. Let's take directors fees 24,000. The next item is office overhead is general charges, which is 24,800. Let's take general charges 24,800. And the last item of office overhead is manager salary, which is 80% of 48,000. So let's take manager salary 48,000 80%, which we get 38,400. And I think in the problem all office overheads are finished except these two adjustment. So now we will add all these office overheads and add in the outer column will make total 1,36,000, and this 1,36,000 we will add in factory cost. Then we will get cost of production. The total is 14,11,800, and from this cost of production we have to make these two adjustment of finished goods, opening and closing stock of finished goods. Opening stock is 1,45,000 and closing is 2,15,000. So we will add here opening stock of finished goods 1,45,000, then make a total 15,56,800, and from this we will deduct closing stock of finished goods, and that is 2,15,000, and whatever the calculation will get, that is our cost of goods sold, and the calculation is 13,41,800. In the cost of goods sold, then we will add selling and distribution overheads. Now from the problem we have to find out all the selling and distribution overheads. So first item is freight outward, which is 20,000. Let's take freights outward 20,000. Next item of selling and distribution overhead is bad debts written off, which is 18,800. Bad debts written off 18,800. Next item is traveling expenses 12,400. Let's take traveling expenses 12,400. The next item is salesman salaries and commission 33,600. Let's take salesman salaries and commission 33,600. Next item of selling and distribution overheads, I think all the items of selling and distribution overheads are finished. Let's make the total and write at the outer column the total is 84,800. That we will add in cost of goods sold, and that will be our cost of sales or total cost, which is 14,26,600. And after that we have to find out profit or loss. For that we have to take the sales amount figure. The sales amount figure is given 15,16,000. So let's take first sales 15,16,000. What we will do, we will compare these two figures, and if the sales amount is more than the total cost, then that is our profit. But if the total cost is more than sales, then it is loss. So if we compare this here, we will get to know that the sales amount is greater than or more than the total cost, and therefore we have to add profit, and the profit figure we will get by deducting total cost amount from the sales amount, and that will be 89,400. So here 89,400 is our balancing figure. So here friends, our cost sheet problem is finished or completed. I hope you understand this solution. Thank you.